All you see on CNN is anti-Trump slogans and white supremacy. But where are those good old conservative values and the faith in God? Lucky there's the Orange Man Pod. Lucky there's two men who positively can do all the things that make us. We are the Orange Man Pod. There you go. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Orange Men Podcast. Dave and Clint here with you on a Friday night, ready to give you our spin on what's going on in the world. Clint, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, Dave?
It's good to see you, my friend.
Glad to be back after our week off last week.
Yeah, just real quick, give everybody a quick heads up. We are now on the Patriot Podcast Network.
Yes.
You can catch us and several other Patriot podcasters who are going to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Where do you find it at?
So help me God. On Roku TV, brother.
Just checking.
It's a free app, and I believe that every TV made after 2021 has Roku installed. Cheers, brother. What are you drinking? Fucking bottle of water.
Water.
I have Sam Adams Cold Snap.
I was going to bring my something down for you, but I didn't think you would drink it.
What is it? What was it?
Nah, that's...
All right, man. Listen,
What's up? Where we going?
Well, I've been watching a ton of videos. Did you see the video where the dude's giving the newscast in front of all the bodies and the bag blows off?
Yes, yeah.
So everybody's getting the false sense that that's...
Real?
Well...
That's fake?
Well, yeah, they assume that it was a real... like they were real bodies there.
Mm-hmm.
But it turns out that was just a protest.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy doing the report from the protest was talking about people dying and all that stuff, but it had nothing to do. His report had nothing to do with the protest that was going on.
Okay.
So it made people think that it was more fake news or something. I don't know, but it's hard to
Distinguish?
it's hard to get a real sense on what's going on. I personally think, much like I don't want to go into the pandemic, but I don't really know what's going on with this war.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to figure it out. I've been reading everything I can read. I've been looking at everything I can look at. And everything I come across, talks about this globalist network and
Mm-hmm.
what they're trying to do. And that's all happening, and I don't doubt that, but I don't know to what extent. So what I don't want to get caught up in is this war. I don't want to get caught up in it because I think they're distracting us, because what we really need to be focusing on is what's going on at home.
Yeah.
It's important that we fight against this wokeness. And I'm even skeptical of Fox News. The shit that they're talking about. I'm very skeptical now.
You should be.
Because they're sucked into this war, and I don't to me, I'm Putin. If he wanted Ukraine, he could have it.
Yes.
I don't understand what's going on.
I did hear somebody question that also, and I think they've confirmed, give or take, it's about 500 Ukrainian soldiers that have died in battle. So, I mean, it's been this is going on the third week now, and it's only been 500 guys. So
yeah, and I don't understand why he would risk committing war crimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I see all these bombs hitting, and I see all these rocket launchers, but I don't know who's shooting them. I don't know where they're coming from, and I don't know what they're hitting.
You don't know what time frame they were videoed at, and it's just...
No, because, some of the stuff I'm watching and people are passing off as real are fucking video games.
Yeah.
So I'm completely lost. So what I need everybody to do is stay positive,
mm-hmm.
stay focused, and continue the fight not only at home, but locally.
Yeah.
That's really where we need to be focused, I think.
Well, it's a lot of it.
Yeah, I mean, because quite frankly, we can't do shit about what's going on in Ukraine. I think it's all fucking phony. I think the Biden administration's part of it. I mean, look, all that money in Ukraine, it's all $13 billion to Ukraine.
Well, freedom isn't free, Dave.
I understand that, but
So you got to pay $13 billion where we could use it here, right?
yeah,
I mean, Pete Buttigieg is telling everybody just go buy an electric car. Could we buy an electric car with that $13 billion?
probably. You could probably just buy everybody an electric car.
At least a big lump sum, I would think.
Yeah, but I mean, there's so many angles we can take. There's so many places we can go. You know, these people here locally are saying, you know, just buy. I mean, I got some videos here, but just buy an electric car. Well, okay, I buy an electric car. Petroleum fuels the power stations that power the electric cars.
Well, get solar on your roof and then power the solar with the sun, and then the solar will power your car.
It's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. They're trying to tell us that we don't need oil. It's bullshit.
Well, I mean, it's kind of what we discussed, the last time we were together was petroleum makes everything.
Yeah,
Petroleum's in everything.
yeah. Everything we do, eat,
So
say.
it may not be the physical liquid that you're pouring into your gas tank, but much like everything else, it's recycled or repurposed into other things.
And think about it though. There's not enough fucking lithium on the planet to make an electric car for everybody. There's not enough.
Well,
And what do you do with lithium after the batteries are done? What do you do with them batteries? They don't last forever.
what if you're driving in your electric car and the battery just blows up?
Well, that's possible.
I mean, I can't even get my Duralast to start when it's 0 degrees outside. How am I gonna get my whole electric car to fire up when it's cold outside?
Where are you going to charge them if you're on a long trip?
Well, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make all these charging stations across the country for a small group again of people.
Which is fine.
I got
How
it.
long does it take to charge it?
I don't know, 30 minutes or so.
I think it's a minimum of 30 minutes.
Yeah. But I'm okay with electric cars. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that we shouldn't be trying to have other sources of energy. I'm perfectly fine with it. But you can't just dump fossil. First of all, it's not fossil fuel. No fossils made that fuel. What the problem is, petroleum, the oil that we drill, that we get from this earth, is renewable.
Yes.
I hate to tell everybody, but it's renewable. It's a renewable resource. It continues to recycle and flow, and you'll always have enough oil. Always. We probably got another billion years worth of oil.
Yeah, I'm not. It's the same.
We're not gonna use up our supply. But should we be researching nuclear? I mean, if we can just master nuclear fusion,
Well, we're shutting down.
we'll never need fossil fuel again.
We're shutting down those plants. So, I mean,
Yeah, it's stupid.
there's a bunch of them that they've just been shutting down in the last 5 years.
Right. So I
But they're not worried about that. They're worried about the carbon footprint.
well, they're not really worried about that.
No, they tell. Well, it's not, I understand that, but they're telling us that we got to worry about the carbon, and you have all these dopes that fall in line and like, yeah, we gotta. What does it matter? You're gonna be. You know what I mean? Well, I want my kids to have an Earth to be around to.
We all do.
You're not even fighting for the proper shit now. You're worried about your kids.
Right.
And no, if
Right.
it goes up 1 degree Celsius, we're all gonna die. I'll be dead by then. My kids will be dead by then. Yeah, it sucks, but you're not even fighting for your family and your kids now.
First, if it goes up 1 degree Celsius, nobody's going to die. That's
I
all
understand.
bullshit.
I know.
It's bullshit.
Listen.
Listen, all you need to know is that there's no longer freedom of speech.
Yes.
If you get censored,
Right.
that's all you need to know. Everybody out here who's talking, it's just opinion. And if they're censoring you, why would they censor you? You know why they censor you? Because you're telling the fucking truth, and they don't want anybody to know it.
Yeah.
God, they've been doing this to fucking people forever. Listen,
The problem is it's not the written word anymore. You have this. You have social media. You have all these other platforms where people can just jump on Facebook, spout off something, and everybody's like, "Wow, that's weird and ridiculous." But you know what? let me go see what I can find. Delete
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Can't have people looking at what he's saying.
No, you can't go against the narrative. It's unbelievable. And this is the most lying-ass administration I've ever seen in my life. And I got to give that Jen Psaki,
They're doubling down big time.
I got to give her credit.
They've
man.
been doubling down.
She is a good liar.
The 9,000 leases they've been coming out with. We've produced more oil than Trump did in his first year. Then what's the
Bullshit.
problem?
It's all bullshit.
Then, like, yeah. Well, Saki's. I mean, she knows what she's doing. There's no doubt about that.
She's really good. She's got everybody snowed. So I got a bunch of videos here.
All right.
This is
Because of that law, we helped to keep a roof over 4 million people's heads who were about to be
I think
evicted.
this was today, right? When he was in Philly,
yeah.
because he was down there for the Democratic caucus in Philadelphia.
What law is he talking about? I don't know. Let's just
Well,
go.
he's talking about the rescue plan that he signed last year.
Oh yeah, he rescued everybody.
So what did he give everybody? $600, $1,200, and then you
Breathing room, he says.
from what I understand, the child tax credit that he gave everybody last year is now getting smashed on everybody's head
Who cares? I don't even know you.
because of the taxes.
Right.
So you gave everybody last year was like, all right, cool, I get an extra $5, whatever it is, whatever you were making for your kids. Now you're going to pay your taxes, and it's like, oh, wait,
Wait, what?
that's
Yeah.
not.
How's your tax refund looking these days?
I wouldn't have
people?
taken that money had I had known I was going to get my face raped by Joe the next year.
The gobbledygoo.
Yeah, but it's that, like his dad said, just a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah. All right, here you go.
That law, we helped to keep a roof over 4 million people's heads who were about to be evicted. And we
Wait a minute. They couldn't be evicted.
Why not?
Well, because they passed a law that said you can't evict nobody during COVID.
Yeah, but the moratorium on that ran out.
Yeah, but the $600 gave people breathing room? Really?
I
Who?
don't know. I don't know anybody that was. Looks like he's crying. It's a good
He is crying.
screenshot that.
Dude's a mess.
gave families what my dad used to call just a little bit of breathing room. Just a little bit of breathing room. Because we took action, we created 6.7 million jobs last year, more than any other time in American history.
How does he get off just fucking lying like that?
I don't know, because unemployment people were last year people were still getting the unemployment benefits, and this is what they've been doing. He didn't create any new jobs. Florida, all these states opened back up.
Right. They just got all their old jobs back.
Yeah, you didn't create any new jobs. You just people went back to work.
Where's all those jobs that he promised the pipeline guys?
Well, he
Where's
shut
all
them.
those? Where's all the green jobs?
Well, the green jobs ain't around either. They shut them down. Well, that's because it's my Build Back Better plan. The Republicans are playing games and won't sign off. Well, it's
Better
more.
not sign off.
It's more than the Republicans. Well, what did they?
I'm pissed at them fucking Republicans.
I was gonna
too.
say, what did they sign last night?
The $13 billion.
Oh, that was. I thought it was like the $1 trillion thing, the omnibus thing.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's 1.5 trillion when you add the 13.5 billion.
For what?
Dude, I don't know. What?
I know.
Does
it was
anybody
like,
know?
I know it was like 2,700 pages or something like that,
Fucking
right?
ridiculous. Nobody fucking read it. I'm sure.
Not at 2:30 in the morning. Like, fuck this.
Oh, Ukraine, let's stand with Ukraine. Let's just pass it.
Because make us look good. Everybody wants to fucking feel good,
Yeah.
but they're fucking not doing anything for anybody.
I don't feel good. I feel
Take
disrespected.
that $13 billion. How much money can you get if you're going to give every American a part of that $13 billion?
I don't
Every
know.
adult American.
I don't know.
That's a lot of money.
I'm just tired of like. I saw a meme.
How much of that $13 billion is going back to Joe's pocket?
But how much money have we just even since the Democrat? I mean, even when we started the whole coronavirus, the whole virus stuff, how much money have we doled out to everybody, other countries, all this nonsense that we pay for?
Yeah, and you're worried about your grandkids, kids.
That we pay for.
They're the ones that are going to pay for that.
That we're paying for, and yet The communities are still the same. Nothing's gotten better,
Nothing's changed. Never does.
except we're sending billions and trillions of dollars to other countries.
Billions and trillions.
Billions.
True. Over how long? I mean,
Well, it's.
we've been
I mean,
doing it forever.
yeah. I mean, it's just. It's just.
I gotta say, is racism over? We took every black person off every bottle and box in this country, but what's funny is all the white people are still on the boxes.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Well, it's exactly. I
Isn't
mean,
that racism?
we kind of briefly.
Let's
talked
get
about
rid of all the black people and keep the white people. That's not racism?
No, it's a little bit. It's a little ridiculous.
Well, I need
doesn't-
somebody to explain that to me.
It doesn't solve it.
Aunt Jemima's gone, but the bounty guy's still there, and the Quaker Oat guy still. I had oatmeal this morning when I pulled the oatmeal container off the shelf. It was still a white guy.
Mr. Clean still kicking it.
That Quaker probably owned a slave.
Probably. You're
What-
probably right.
What are we doing? So we shit on Aunt Jemima. We shit on Uncle Ben. We shit on every black person who's been successful and has posted their fucking face on an American icon. We got rid of it
Yeah.
under the guise of racism. And now everything's white.
Wow.
And everybody's like, yeah,
Well-
We ended racism.
They don't.
what the fuck are they thinking?
Well, they don't. They're emotionally
Dopes!
not thinking properly.
They're all dopes. Everybody's a dope.
All right.
No, I'm not all right.
Well, let's
Don't tell me I'm all right.
let's get.
Fucking assholes. Everybody's an asshole.
You went
Getting
on a,
fired up again. All right, here we go.
went
All
on a
right.
tangent here.
I always go on tangents. That was my
Let's-
nickname
let's
in
stick-
high school.
Let's stick to Joe.
All right, come on, Joe.
And we hadn't stopped. Last month, we created over 678,000 jobs in February. To get us well over 7 million jobs.
All right, Joe.
Unemployment is down 3.8%. Economy grew 5.7%, the best economic growth in the last 4 decades. And the leading financial firm on Wall Street, Moody's, estimates that because of the rescue plan, 4 million more jobs are created. Unemployment is 2% lower than it would have been, and had we failed to ask. And it didn't cause the inflation.
Can you
What
roll,
did?
Can you roll back to when he was saying just rewind it a little, because I not that far back. It's like in the 40s or something. Just
Last month, we created over
Yeah.
678,000
This part
jobs
after this.
in February. To get us well over 7 million jobs.
hold on. This part here.
Unemployment is down 3.8%. Economy grew 5.7%, the best economic growth in the
All right.
last 4.
So
The best economic growth in the last 4 years.
because nobody was buying anything according to these people, and then all of a sudden it boomed because everybody's out spending their money. It's not up. This is the wordplay that they've been doing. When they go, it's up 3.8%. It's from where where was it? It was the lowest it ever was, and then it went to the highest it ever was. So now you dropped it down. How
Well, it
many?
didn't go
percent?
to the highest it ever was.
No, under the pandemic thing.
Right.
Unemployment went up to the highest at one point. I know it wasn't the highest ever was because there was a time before. But he's spitting out numbers and as facts, and it's like, no, you just did better than what you were at, or it's not.
Well, he didn't do shit.
No, I know.
We did better.
I understand that, but when he's saying the growth of this and the growth of that, it's because you were so shitty that when you say we went up 5.2%, the most ever, yeah, because you were probably at like 2%, so you went up to 7%, which is still shitty. It's the same thing they used to do to Trump when they'd be like, "Oh, the Dow Jones dropped 30 points."
Well, I got a
Or
3%. I got a 3% raise, but my expenses went up 10%.
They'd do to Trump. They'd be like, "Oh, the Dow Jones dropped 30,000 points today." Yeah, but it's still at the highest it ever was. Like under Barack Obama, it was here. Trump's was still dropped 30,000 points. It was still here. But yet they go, "Wow, that's bad for the."
Well, it's all wordplay. It's just a game.
But that's what I'm saying. They keep doing this. It's the same shit Psaki was doing. It's the same thing he said it the other night when he's like, we've produced 95% more oil in the last year.
I know, but you have to understand. You can't listen to what he says. You got to talk to the people who are living every single day.
But these people that are watching them going, "Oh, this is." I didn't know that. This is great. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, well,
Because they're not paying attention. They
No,
only hear
they-
this sound clip going,
they know.
they don't know.
They do know.
They believe this fuckface is actually
No,
doing
they
something
don't.
for the country.
They don't believe it. They can't possibly believe it. They know. My gas.
It went up.
I lost my raise in gas.
It's the Putin price hike.
It has nothing to do with Putin.
It's the three phrase brainwashing.
It's
Three-
all that
three-word
money that
phrasing.
he's given the Ukraine is going right back to fucking Joe.
Well, it's going to other people, otherwhere. I don't know. I'm tired. Like, like you said, this he's a liar. They're lying. That's all it is. It's bullshit, and they keep on. They're doubling down because if you repeat it enough, everybody's going to start believing it, and that's the problem.
Well, that's been everything they've done the past 5-6 years.
I'm aware. He's a racist. He's a this.
Well, speaking of that,
He's a that.
I don't know who the View had on the other day,
Yeah.
and she was talking about Kamala Harris and how she has no answers. She laughs and giggles. She's not prepared.
Right.
She can't answer a question. And the View woman, the woman you what's her name, the black lady?
Sonny.
Yeah, Sonny gets on and she says, "Well, it's clearly racism. It's clearly racism and misogyny."
Right.
You know, she didn't have an argument. She couldn't talk on the subject.
Yeah.
She just went to, it's racism and misogyny.
Right.
Well, quite frankly, I don't care what experience Kamala has. She's like, Kamala Harris has extensive experience abroad. Extensive experience as a
She is a broad.
She's definitely abroad. But maybe she does have all this experience, but she's failing as a vice president. She legitimately can't answer a question. She laughs off questions. She's awkward. She's uncomfortable. She's clearly struggling. Clearly. So why not talk about it?
But why? But why do they keep sending her to these places?
I don't know. Because they have to. Because they made her the vice president. But anybody who watches Kamala Harris knows that she's struggling. I'm not saying she's stupid. The problem with Kamala Harris is she's lying.
Well, she doesn't have any answers.
Because they're lies. And
Yes.
if she can speak on all of this. If she tells the truth, and she wouldn't have a problem.
No.
She'd be articulate and she'd be able to handle it. But she can't because she's fucking lying.
Yeah.
And then the only argument they have is, well, you're a racist. It's misogyny. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
She's fucking lying and she can't fucking deal with the bullshit that they're making her do.
Well, the problem is that she's underwhelming as a vice president.
Sure she is, but if she was able to tell the truth,
Well, what do you think the truth is?
well, everybody knows what the truth is. The truth is not the let's talk about the border for a second. The truth is there's a border problem that Joe Biden's policies created.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the what does she call it? The root cause?
Yeah.
It's not the root cause. You can't go and pretend there's a root cause and then speak on something that doesn't exist. She can't. So she's struggling. I completely understand why she's struggling. Because the root cause is not in fucking Honduras or wherever she went to fucking visit.
Yeah, El Salvador.
Or else that's not the root cause. The root cause is Joe Biden's policies, and she can't speak on it.
Yeah.
So sure, she's gonna fucking struggle, but it's nothing to do with racism and misogyny.
I agree with you. I think
Have an argument.
I think the problem is that either she's not getting the proper training of what to say because they're just hanging her out to dry.
Maybe they're not giving her a teleprompter like they give to Joe. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe they ought to give her something to read.
Or they keep sending her to all these places where it's not a softball question that she already knew ahead of time. Which is why
that's
when
what
she
this
starts
woman on
laughing,
The
she's
View-
like, "Shit, I have no answer because I wasn't expecting this question."
right. Because don't give me a hard question because you're supposed to give me the softballs. You're supposed to say, "So did you discover what the root cause was?" Thank you for finding the root cause.
Well, it was climate change, right? Wasn't that it?
I don't know what the
root
fuck
cause was.
Whatever. There's
It's-
always a root cause.
It's wintertime and they want to make the trek before it gets too
This
hot.
poor woman, they're fucking throwing under the fucking.
Well, I'm
bus.
fine with it because it deserves everybody.
But it's
sees
not racism and misogyny.
She's a dope.
She's not a dope.
I can make up shit
She's
better
put
than
in
what she's saying.
She's put in a position where she has no chance.
Well, that's fine. They put her there.
I know, but I'm just saying she cannot speak on it because she can't tell the truth. She has to lie.
Well,
And when you lie, you have no answer.
I think when you're the fake resident and vice resident,
No, I get it. I get it.
you don't
But
know what's actually going on. So
I-
when you get questioned about it,
But no, she knows exactly what's going on. She just can't talk on it.
it's getting effed.
She can't talk on it.
Okay. Whatever.
So we are committed in everything we are doing. And yes, then the president did say in the State of the Union, there is a price to pay for democracy. You got to stand with your friends. And as everybody knows, even in your personal life, being loyal to those friendships based on common principles and values, sometimes it's difficult. Often it ain't easy,
It ain't. She got to throw in her.
but that's what the friendship is about, based on shared values.
Got to throw in her slang. So is she
That's-
talking about Joe?
It's platitudes. She's not sent any. She didn't say anything of substance. No substance at all. It's all platitudes.
It's word salad, as Dan
Yeah.
Bongino would say.
She's just tossing her salad.
And I guess it's $13 billion is the price to pay for
Yeah,
democracy.
That's it.
And I saw there was another lady, like, I didn't send it to you.
Why
'cause-
are we paying for their fucking democracy? That isn't even a democracy.
But she was like, the lady was like, free. It was a quick clip, so I didn't send it to you. But it was like she was a senator coming out of the hearing or whatever the thing this morning, and she's
I am
like,
a robot ninja from the planet England.
she said freedom isn't free, and I'm like, what? So are you gonna send your kids over there? Are you gonna like these people are quick to just send our money, send our children, and do whatever they want while they sit in their mansions behind their fucking gates, eating their $20 ice cream bars now probably, and not giving a shit about it because move along, peasants. Because they're the new, sad to say it, man. Like, we're in a state of despair, and this country needs a real overhauling.
This town needs an enema.
It's the country.
We need an enema.
Like,
Where's the Joker?
I know
Where's
there's a
the
bunch of
Joker when
stuff,
you need it? All right, let me finish. Come follow.
come follow.
So that's what we're doing.
What are we doing?
Save me, Dave.
Somebody, she's looking around. Somebody help me. Can somebody tell me something to say?
The one where she was laughing
It's
was
sad.
actually was hilarious because she's like, where they were talking about the refugees and if the United States is gonna help or not, and she's like, you want a friend in need is a friend indeed. You want to help me out here, guy? Like,
Was that Toy Story?
I don't know. You got a friend in me, but
Fucking asshole.
like, and then she starts laughing, and it's like, you'd be better. And the sad part is like, we got her last week when she was like, the smaller country, the bigger country, and that's a bad thing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, all right, that was dumb then,
it's mostly a bad thing.
but it's always been dumb. Like, everything she says has been dumb, and we just
I know.
now they
it's-
keep throwing her in all these fires, and it's like, what? Like, it's almost like a diversion of like, well, Joe can't say anything dumber than what he did last week. Let's send Kamala out and see what happens. And it's like, sound clip. Like, this one speech in Poland, there's probably 15 of sound clips of her just mind-blowingly blowing it.
I got you.
I mean, I want her
it's-
to say something that's truthful and honest and
But it's racism and misogyny.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But she can't even bring that together.
No. All right, real quick before we go, we got less than a minute.
Okay.
NBC has a brilliant idea for Americans to save big on gas. You ready?
Oh, let's hear it. Yeah.
Just drive slower.
Nice. All right.
That's our problem. We're driving too fast. Slow the fuck down.
I guess.
Slow the fuck down.
I don't care what you do now.
All right.
All right. We're going to get out of here. We're going to get ready for the next episode.
Smash.
It's always fun. Smash what?
Smash the links. First Warrior links. Redcon 1 links. Let's get that body you want for summer.
Yeah, and don't forget to catch us on
Patriot
TV,
Podcast
Patriot
Network.
Podcast Network.
On Roku TVs, Roku Box, and Roku Sticks.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks,
All
everybody.
right, everybody. Have a good night. We'll catch you on the next episode. Orange Man out.
Bye.